guys, it's Dana with Engadget. I'm here with the Acer Iconia Tab A110. This is one of two tablets that Acer just dropped off on the show floor here at Computex 2012. It's never announced this tablet, and we haven't heard of it before, and we only assume that it is the successor to last year's Iconia Tab A100, which at the time was a big deal. It was a 7-inch tablet running what was at the time the latest operating system. It was Honeycomb, I think it was 3.2 at the time. And so now this year, of course, it's going to ship with ice cream sandwich. As you can see, it's gotten that kind of facelift, but it's also gotten a design sort of facelift as well. It's gotten a makeover. It now has this really matte finish here. It's very plain, but at least it seems fairly resistant to scratches and to fingerprints, and it's also a lot more gender neutral than the other design. The other design was a little bit flowery, a little bit polarizing, I think. So it's plainer. It's definitely thick for a tablet. Even it's definitely going to be thick compared to other 7-inch tablets. So again, if this is as budget-minded as the A100 was, that might not be an issue for some shoppers. What you're looking at here is a 7-inch display with 1024 by 600 resolution. The viewing angles aren't great, but again, not the sort of thing you might prize if you're a budget-conscious shopper. One of the biggest changes is that on the inside now, you've got a quad-core Tegra 3 processor. So just sort of further evidence that the price of quad-core tablets is probably going to drop, at least if this is going to be the successor to the A100, which was never an expensive tablet to begin with. And you can see here it's fluid enough, but it still really exhibits fairly mid-range performance. And I imagine that if this is the successor to the A100, that's the sort of thing Acer is going for here. So you can see it's responsive enough. It's not the fastest tablet we've seen, and that's okay. So, quick note here, just want to give you a tour around the device. You'll see that front lip there is blank. If you go around here, you've got that power lock button, you've got an unbroken volume rocker. That is a micro SD slot there. It's a headphone port. And then you've got HDMI and USB. And we're told, I mean, of course all the specs are subject to change, but right now we're hearing it's going to have 8 gigabytes of built-in flash storage, and of course you can buffer it and complement it with that micro SD slot, and it's also going to have 1 gig of RAM is what we're hearing. And you're looking at a 2 megapixel camera up there. And of course it has all the radios in tow that you would expect, Wi-Fi, GPS, etc. And that's all she wrote. That's all we know right now. We just know it has a redesign. It's going to ship with ice cream sandwich this time, and it'll have quad-core Tegra 3, and otherwise details about pricing and availability we're just going to have to give you some other time. Thanks, everyone.